What's up, guys? Crazy Star Wars Fan 108 here, and I'm back with another video. And today, guys, I want to give you a look at all the stuff I picked up on Force Friday, or Super Force Friday, as it was called this year, with The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and Jedi Fallen Order. And boy, did I pick up a lot. I don't even know if I should have, but I did. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I don't even know where to start, guys. Let's start with this stuff. You know, this stuff isn't actually Force Friday pickup item. Well, obviously they pick up on Force Friday, but I purposely have been waiting to pick these up because I didn't want to spend a lot on them because I knew they were going to be sitting. But I knew I wanted to collect them, and it's the Resistance figures. And I have to go back and check and see if I got them all, but I did go and pick up a handful of them. So here's, Kaz, Xiono. We have Tomura, Doza. We have Major Von Reg. We have, what was it, Sonara? Yeah, Sonara. And we have Jaeger and Bucket. And I don't believe, well, I believe I already have Poe and BB-8 somewhere else, so I didn't grab them as well. But due to that, I may go back and look for it and see, just in case I didn't get them. I believe that's all, but I think the only figure I didn't get was the one that's like a First Order Stormtrooper. Oh, and there's Commander Pyre. I feel like I bought Commander Pyre though already. I probably did. These were all like $3.98, so it was nice little. It was patience paid off, in my opinion, just because it's like, oh, I've got these figures for a pretty good price, and I haven't one out, which is cool. So that was one of the first things that I kind of grabbed. But I want to talk about what I thought of the experience too with Force Friday, while you guys get to see the stuff. So in terms of Force Friday itself, I went out the night of to go to Walmart, because I had one Walmart in my area that was doing a Force Friday release, and I got basically nothing, because I got there was about 10-15 people there, but the Walmart really didn't have like a big stock of anything. When it came to first day edition figures, they had barely any, and so like the first guy there I think was able to get them, but they only let him go and grab like one figure, I guess, per. And then they were having people do caricatures and stuff, which I'll kind of show you guys the one that I got done of me. And it was kind of cool. It was a nice little fun little event, but like it wasn't anything special. It's weird because there's nothing like Toys R Us now, at least in the States, that you can go to. And then Walmart did their little thing, and none of the Targets in my area did anything. So that's kind of what it was. Well, the next morning, went to Target. People were lined up outside of Target. And I got inside Target, and I got to grab a couple things. And one of the things that I grabbed at Target was one of their exclusives. And one of their exclusives was these mystery boxes, which is a Black Series collector's mystery box, which includes exclusive comic book and mystery item inside. There's a knitted hat, a mystery Black Series figure, and then an exclusive Lucasfilm comic book and a pin. I believe what's in here is a First Order Snow Trooper. I think the comic is the first issue of Allegiance, maybe. And I don't know what's on the knitted hat. I don't know what the pen's like. But I got two of these, actually, so I can open up one of them and I can see what's inside there, because I'm actually quite curious. So I'll probably do one of those as a video on the channel. The other item I got at that Target was the First Order Driver and Tread Speeder. This is in the Galaxy of Adventures line of figures, which are these 5-inch figures, which I think are super dope because they're super articulated. And in comparison to like the other like 3 3/4 inch figures and some of the stuff coming out, like these are super articulated, and they're stylized, and they're kind of cool. They're neat. And so I wanted to get this because this was even something I knew that was going to be coming out. At least the Galaxy Adventures line was something I knew would be coming out. So I did cop a couple of the figures, and I'll kind of show you guys those next. Well, let's also show you too. I got this pop figure the Boba Fett with, this is like the camo print on him. I got this because it's like a collectible pop, and I thought it was just kind of cool. So yeah, I grabbed it. One point I was trying to collect pop figures, but there's just something about trying to collect pop figures that sounds insane for me. Not that I think other people are insane for doing it, but I just think if I started collecting pop figures, I would lose my mind, because I don't need to collect this stuff. I love it, but like, this is a lot to collect. The stuff behind me, the shoes I collect, like, I'm getting to the point in time in life where I gotta pick and choose, sort of, and it's just like, So I went to a Target, got some stuff, went to another Target. They were only letting people buy like one of each figure, which was weird. So then I went back to the other Target. By that time, this Target pulled stuff out. And then I went to a GameStop to pick up, a thing from there. And then I went to a Walmart where I really lucked out. And I'll talk about lucking out in a second here. But I'm going to show you something else that I grabbed. While we're on the Galaxy of Heroes stuff, let's look at the Galaxy of Heroes figures I picked up. So I picked up the Rey. Okay. I picked up the Finn. That's the Rise of Skywalker outfit. I also grabbed the Rise of Skywalker Kylo Ren. I grabbed two of these actually, the Darth Vaders, because this is one of the ones I plan on opening up. And then I guess I didn't realize this, I grabbed the second one of the Finns. I meant to grab a second Rey and a second Kylo, but they're coming in like a dual pack, which I guess is supposed to come out on Force Friday too, but it didn't. Here's the Jet Trooper. And that's all the Galaxy of Adventures. Oh, no, it's not. I almost lied. I got the 3-pack with Dio, BB-8, and R2. So this is a cool pack. I think this is dope. I really want to get another one of these because I want to see just like how well made the figures are. Because like a 5-inch figure, like there's a 6-inch line, there's the classic 3 3/4-inch line, and now there's this 5-inch line, and like I'm just kind of curious to see, like, it's weird. Those retails $10, right? They retail for 10. The 3 3/4-inch line of like the vintage collection is $12. Like, I don't understand. I'm confused. But like I said, I digress until I have a better stance or point to prove. Walmart had these, Target didn't have. I'm not sure if they're exclusive to Walmart or not. I'm not sure what the whole dealio, I don't like myself. I'm not sure what the whole deal is with these. But I'm assuming that later we'll have episode 1, 2, and 3, and 7, 8, and 9 for these as well. But it's these commemorative Skywalker Saga gold figures. So you got the one for A New Hope, that's the 1977 one with Vader and the Stormtrooper. You have the one with Han and Leia for The Empire Strikes Back. You have the one with Luke and Chewbacca from Return of the Jedi. And those are the only 3 out so far. If there's more out, I have not seen them yet. So yeah. Now let's go with, I don't know, everything's kind of in a mixture over here. So I did pick up the carbonized figures. I lucked out and found some of the carbonized figures. I found 3 of this one, the Mandalorian. Some people who have been following me across multiple of my channels know that the way I collect Star Wars stuff, figure-wise at least, is I usually get one to keep the package and one to open. I got a third one because I was hoping to, my plan is that if I have a friend that maybe needs it, I'll be able to help him out that way, or I could do it as like a giveaway or something. If my friend doesn't need it, then I'm all for helping out somebody online in the community. Went to GameStop and I got 2 of the carbonized Second Sister Inquisitors, which were pretty dope. These carbonized figures, I hope to maybe, since I got most doubles of all these, I'm planning on doing reviews of them. these 6-inch carbonized figures just seem really clean. And Jedi Fallen Order, looking forward to that. Hopefully that'll be a good show. And then the last carbonized figure I got, which I'm trying to grab both of them, I just lucked down and got 2 of, was the First Order Jet Trooper. And it's, again, cool. It's probably the least noticeable one, but nonetheless I think it's cool. It's dope. So I got those. Now, talking about the experience of trying to go on the hunt for stuff, I originally thought, well, when I was waiting in between stores, well, I'm not going to luck out and find any of the first day edition figures, so I'm just going to grab the figures that I want and just kind of go from there, because I'm like, this isn't going to work out, is how I looked at it. But that wasn't the case. However, when I was at Target, I said I'm just going to grab these while I can and while I see them. So I grabbed the First Order Stormtrooper. I grabbed the second Inquisitor, second sister Inquisitor, like this. I grabbed, let's get a handful of these. I grabbed the regular Mandalorian. I grabbed Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I grabbed Rey and Dio. I grabbed 2 of these because I definitely want to open up one of these of the Sith Troopers, because that's just kind of dope. Just to put it real simply, And then I grabbed the Off-World Jawa and Cal Kestis. Sorry. I grabbed Cal as well too. And so I thought, all right, I grabbed them. They're cool. That's it. There's nothing. I'm not going to find the day one editions. But then I go into this Walmart. It's about 10 o'clock. I go into this Walmart, and I go into the aisle, and it's the treasure trove. I was like, okay, cool. So I found almost the entire wave. I found Rey and Dio in the first day edition. I found the First Order Stormtrooper. The second sister Inquisitor, I found her later as well too. Well, not later. I actually found her the first night, because after I went to that first Walmart, my buddy and I then went to this other Walmart to check, and that's where we found it. And then I found the Off-World Jawa. I found Cal Kestis, and then I found Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And so I got all the first edition ones except for the Sith Trooper and the Mandalorian. And honestly, that's a pretty good haul for it. I'm going to try to find them still, but it's obviously going to be extremely hard to find them. So if I do, dope. If I don't, I'll just hold that L. So yeah, I was really fortunate with that. However, the stuff I got for Force Friday doesn't end there. I ended up getting the vintage collection figures as well. The vintage collection is my favorite collection, because I really love the vintage style card backs, and I love the 3 3/4 inch line, because that's the line I played with growing up. So it still holds a special place in my heart. So due to that, I picked up Rey from The Rise of Skywalker. Really cool to see, her on a vintage card from the jump. I picked up Poe Dameron. I'm gonna put him to the side though here for a second. I picked up Luke in his X-Wing pilot outfit, which is cool as well. Because this is the sculpt that's in from the Comic-Con pack. I picked up Zori Bliss from The Rise of Skywalker as well. Very cool figure. I picked up another Rey because I want to open one up. I picked up... Did I pick up 3 of these? No, I picked up 3 of these. Sith Jet Troopers, because I just think this is cool. That's just very cool. So I picked up a couple of those. Picked up another Zori Bliss, and then I'm gonna do these like this. I picked up 2 of the Lando Skiff Guard ones, which was the funniest, maybe the wrong word to use, but it was funny to pick these up because I remember when people were looking for these online, they had sold out. You weren't able to find them, but people were paying like extreme prices for it. This was the figure I saw the most of on Force Friday. So, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Now, the most frustrating thing about Force Friday when it came to the vintage collection was I wasn't able to find the Knight of Ren. Nowhere. Now, one place I did go to, I did see one guy found him, but I'm assuming that in the carton, it must come with just one. And I couldn't seem to find, like, any of them. And no matter where I went, no matter what time it was. And now that was frustrating because I really wanted to find one of them, and I still have to go hunt for that now. But the cool thing now why I kept the Poe Dameron now is because the other vintage collection item I was really looking for was Poe's X-Wing. And at first I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to find it. When I was at GameStop too, I had my pre-order for Fallen Order, so I got this little pin, which is cool. But I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to find Poe's X-Wing because I was looking everywhere. I'm like, well, I can't find it. And so I ended up picking up the Tatooine Skiff because I want this to go with my Jabba sail barge. Even though I technically want to get like a couple more of these, I'm hoping they either drop in price or I'll just bite the bullet and just go back and buy a couple from Walmart. It is, I mean, vintage collections packaging is so dope, man. But find out like Barnes & Noble seems to be the only place carrying it on Force Friday. So I was like, okay. So what did I do? I went to Barnes & Noble. And sure enough, oh, but I didn't need to kick my camera, but sure enough, I found it. The Vintage Collection, The Rise of Skywalker, Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. And I really want to open this thing up because it looks like a properly scaled Poe's X-Wing in comparison to like the X-Wing we got in the last, not the last one, but the one that we got for The Force Awakens. And so I'm really curious to see if it is, and it just looks dope, and I just think it's gonna be dope. And it looks like you can fit droid into the socket, and by the looks of it too, looks like not only can you fit a BB-8 into there, you can fit like a regular astromech too, which would be super cool. Because if you guys have seen the picture, like I have seen a couple pictures, you'll kind of know why or what I'm talking about. But yeah, it looks dope. I think it's just awesome they did this because you have this, and then you also have the Luke's X-Wing coming out too. So like, it's great. And then the final thing I bought on Force Friday, which again, the amount of money I spent on Force Friday is not anything I really want to spend any other time soon. I had to pick it up because ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted one of these. I had Anakin's pod racing helmet growing up, but I always still wanted this. And now there's finally one, and I finally have it. So, the Black Series this year has released Luke's X-Wing helmet. And I think this is the coolest freaking thing. All these things I talk about where I, get two of before so I can open up one. This is one that it's just gonna get open because I think it's dope. And so I'll hopefully have a video for this with you guys sometime soon. But yep, this is the X-Wing helmet, and this is my entirety of my Force Friday haul. 19 minutes. That's how long I think this took. There's a lot of stuff. But I don't gotta go looking for nothing for a while. And this is all going out and hunting for it. I haven't done that in a very long time. Usually with Star Wars stuff, I feel like nowadays, the only way you find Star Wars things is by going and looking for them. or by going online and ordering them. I feel like going in stores is really hard, especially in the Midwest, because distribution I think is probably bad, but distribution everywhere of Hasbro seems to be pretty bad. No offense to Hasbro, but it's super cool, and I'm happy to have gotten all this stuff and add to my ever expanding Star Wars collection. And it's cool. I'm excited for the Rise of Skywalker. I'm excited to see where things go. And it just, it was cool, man. I can't lie. It's for me, it's probably the last Force Friday I'll get to participate in for a while. Just 'cause I think where I'm heading in life, trying to do things in life probably won't leave room for me to invest the money into stuff like this, even though it does bring me some joy. And so yeah, it's cool. I hope you guys kind of like this. Hopefully you'll get to see some of the stuff here on the channel. When it comes to the comic book stuff, I decided with all the announcements that came out, I'm not doing any sort of review of the rest of the Star Wars mainline series or Dr. Aphra. I'll talk about Allegiance though, but I'm not doing anything with those mainline series because they're coming to a close / restarting. I'm not sure what's happening with Aphra. We do know the main Star Wars line is starting up after Empire Strikes Back. So come issue 1, I'll be here. And we'll be talking about it, on a month-to-month basis. So yeah, guys, hope you all enjoyed this look at my Force Friday haul. Tons of Star Wars stuff. It's crazy. It's wild. And hopefully you guys will stick around with me for more stuff here in the future. So I hope you guys had as much luck as I did on Force Friday. And yeah, Triple Force Friday was a success for me. I pretty much got most of the stuff I was looking for. I really can't complain. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys around later. Until then, may the Force be with you always. I'll see you around later. Bye.